Hey, what's up, everybody? We're just getting started. 15 minutes to the Tuesday weekly Pawnda team tournament, which is Rapid 7+5 Casual Arena tonight. And what's up? So Sinus, very strangely, Astrobate isn't here, and that's not a good sign. He's always here, almost always, in the evening streams, so something must have come up. I mean, it is close to the holidays, so who knows? But it's probably something bad if Astrobate isn't here, which is not good. I know, I went from Jennifer Shahade to H.G. Wells. Like, that's a little bit of an improvement. They're both, of course, published authors. Alright, alright, now seriously, vast improvement over the Simul quote. Alright, so we've got 5 players so far without Astrobate. And Move 11, are you here? Are you here to play? Are you here to play? Are you enjoying a holiday, Christmas vacation like kind of thing where you don't have to work? Hopefully, a little break. But it's very concerning. Masturbate's not here. I'm alarmed, Like, he's always here like an hour early, chatting in the stream. He hasn't been online in 7 hours. Maybe he just couldn't sleep last night. And, yeah. No, he hasn't been on. He hasn't been on in 7 hours. 7 hours ago would have been, like, noon. My time, which would be Pacific time 9 hours earlier, which is 3 a.m. So he just hasn't been on since 3 a.m. Pacific time last night, which for a normal person wouldn't be strange, But we're just so used to seeing him in the chat, I was really concerned. Maybe something came up. Alright. He's always here. So it's just weird. Sometimes on Friday. Finally no assignments. Yeah, we're close to Christmas, so who knows? He has a load of dogs, so I don't think he could go on any trips or anything. Just hope he's a U.S. Well, you never know. You can get arrested even if you are a U.S. citizen. Alright, 10-year-old. That's a player we haven't seen in a long time. DS Disarinivasan. I can't say that, but it's the best I can do. Ruslan Bear, Man NPC. Sinus, the power of the new. The mysterious power of the new. The power of the new is now 2322. What? We know nothing about this player. Maybe it's like Merle Dixon or something, like reborn. Alright, Aldisto is here. Wow. Move 11. Your old friend Aldisto. Move 11 just disappeared. But we've got some players that haven't been here in a while. Stefano, Move 11 not playing, but Aldisto. That's great. He's a long-time participant in these. And winner of many. 10-year-old, another good player. So this is good. We've got some players. Last week was very poor attendance because I've been away for so much. But I'm going to be here on a regular basis for the coming months. So January, February, March, boom, boom, boom. We're going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. So I want to get back to streaming maybe a little bit more. The old days, I used to stream 6 days a week. I might start doing that again just to kind of build things up again. Because it feels like we've been losing, losing the thread here on the stream. Traveling so much. We need to rebuild the audience back. I basically banned everyone. And we'll start over again. Alright, so we've got 9 players starting in 10 minutes. So don't everybody talk at once. Move 11, the all-knowing H.G. Wells. Move 11 just pops in and out. Finally no assignments. Okay, we read that. Yeah, I haven't heard from Masturbate. Very strange. And he's obviously aware there's a stream. Maybe he had a fight with his roommate or something. His roommate is always threatening to like kick him out of their arrangement or something. So what's up, guys? It's almost Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, 2 days to go. So I'm not going to be streaming on Christmas, and therefore, because Christmas is a Thursday, we won't have a Thursday analysis stream this week. We could. Well, we're gonna see. We should be able to stream Friday and Sunday. There's no reason why I can't stream Friday, so we'll do Friday and Sunday. Friday Blitz, Sunday Simul. Alright, when's New Year's? When's New Year's Eve? The 1st. That's next week, Thursday. Okay, we got a ways to go still. Okay, anyway. 9 players setting a record. So today is 7 plus 5. I haven't done this tag control in a while. And because it's an arena, you can berserk. But I'm not... let's see. If you berserk, you get 3.5 minutes. It's doable if you play a kind of not too fast player. But you lose, you forfeit your increment if you berserk. So berserking's kind of risky with this time control. I think it's only a good idea if you're playing someone you're like a huge favorite against. I think otherwise you're giving them really good odds. You're basically giving big time odds. The increment is kind of important. Alright, anyway, so again, 9 players thus far. I sent out 1 million notifications. Guys, please subscribe, because I'm broke and I'm destitute like most people in Hungary. Don't forget to subscribe, donate, help me go to the World Team Championship Seniors in April. We get any donations, we'll go toward that, which is second half of April. So our donation bar is open. Usually it says 109 days to go. Yeah. So we've got all of January, February, March. That's 90 something, and then the first half of April. 7 minutes to go. So I put the tournament link in. Does anybody want to join our team? If you're out there, you'd like to join the team. Just to show everybody. And I should really make this team more visible somehow. I think it's hard for people to join, and this has been an issue. So if anybody wants to join our club, team, whatever it is, here. You have to be approved. Yeah, you got it in there, okay. Yeah, I put it too. I can't pin both. It's kind of annoying, you know, by the way, like, you can't pin 2 things to the top of the stream, which is sort of stupid, to be honest. Why not? It's not a big deal. Like, I should be able to pin 2 things up to the top. You have to switch between them. There are so many tournaments today. Oh no, we don't mention other tournaments, competitor tournaments. Big prize money tournament. Yeah, I try to run up against all the big tournaments on Tuesdays. Cheat.com. So Rabbit Ship has... Okay, immediately we have a request, join request. Interesting. So you were approved. If you have 100 games or more, non-bullet, longer than bullet, then I'll accept you. That's the only requirement. Your account is 14 days old and you have 100 games or more. Alright, Aldous, so nice to see you back. The power of the new, the mysterious. The power of the mysterious. Sinus, Dr. Shrina's my son. 10-year-old. Be careful with 10-year-old. He's solid. Stefano. He's a fast maniac. Rabbit Ship is new here. Praying Mantis is underrated. Brislan Bear is also underrated, and Mad NPC is also underrated. So all these players at the bottom are underrated. And I played. What did I do? On the stream, I played like a rapid game, gained a point last week or something. I'm still question mark. You have to play like 20 games to be not question mark anymore. It's like ridiculous. All right. Not question mark, not provisional. So 5 minutes. Guys, let's talk about something. We need more chatter. Let me put some fun stuff in the chat. We do appeal to people. It's like, you know, I tried to contact Astrobate on another. Oh, what about I know. What about Discord? We have a Discord we never use, but there's an off chance. If he was online, he would be here. He's not online. I mean, there's a problem. Hello? Use keyboard mouse. Keyboard mouse. Now let's see. On Discord, Astrobate. Is he in my friends list? He should be. There he is. He hasn't been on. I don't know when he was on. I don't know how to tell. I don't even know how to tell when people were on. Member, it just says member since, and it doesn't show you. Alright. Anyways. You heard this? Russia has issued a warrant for Kasparov's arrest in USA. Oh, okay. And I'm going to issue a warrant for Putin's arrest in Russia. The last time I checked, Russia couldn't issue warrants for people's arrest. Only in Russia, you know. Dude, Putin would be in like The Hague, like being charged with war crimes in any normal world. But on another note, FIDE has like approved like letting Russians and Belarusians participate in tournaments using their flags again. And that's like, dude, this is not gonna fly. I mean, there's a lot of people that are up in arms about it. So I don't know. Scandal at FIDE for, you know, the Russian-backed chess federation, World Chess Federation, Russian-controlled World Chess Federation under Dvorkovich. You know, if I personally ever get paired with someone, I don't mind if they play under a neutral flag, but if I get paired in a tournament with somebody with a Russian flag or Belarusian flag, I am not participating. And I hope that, you know, other people have the same kind of principle. FIDE is Russian anyway. Yeah, it's a Russian asset. Everybody knows that Dvorkovich was in Putin's inner circle. So it's all political. It's like the Russian FIFA. Okay, guys, 1 minute and 50 seconds. But, you know, the West doesn't have to play that way. Like, Norway is protesting. Peter Heine Nielsen is posting stuff about Karyakin all the time. I don't know about like the U.S. Chess Federation and other chess federations in the West, but I mean, I don't think that's going to fly really well. But who knows? You know, who knows? All right, so let's get started. I mean, what, you know, we could have Russia. We have Russians coming here to Hungary, but they play under a neutral flag. But, you know, I could deal with that, but I'm not going to be playing anyone with a Russian flag, that's for sure. I'm definitely protesting or forfeiting if I don't know where I would play them, but I don't expect them to come to the World Senior Team Championship. But who knows? Who knows? Alright, 1 minute to go. They could. They could send a team to the World Senior Team Championship in Albania. Back in the days, you kind of skipped someone there. There's always a corrupt official in charge of FIDE, but you've forgotten an important one at Mad NPC. Mikhail Tal has followed. You left out another World FIDE champion. Campomanes, Ilunjadov, and Dvorkovich. Three dictators. Although by today's standards, I don't think Campobane, so he was corrupt, but he wasn't as bad. Alright guys, we're starting in 2 seconds. I don't know what... I mean, I really don't think Russia's going to be sending teams to the World Senior Team Championship in Albania, but who knows. Alright, we have another request to join the team. I'm playing Aldisto, tough opponent. Not berserking, I'm not planning on berserking unless I get a really lower-rated player. Can I get this... let's see. Oh, God, he's still playing that. It hurts. Web Snarf. 6,000 games. Accepted. Alright. So, yeah, we thought we got rid of Ilumjanov, and then Dvorkovich becomes the next dictator. A3. Alright, I don't know. I'm going to just play the main line. I don't remember. The problem with things like the Wing Gambit is that you only face it once every, 8 months. And so it's and usually it's not a really strong player that plays Wing Gambits and stuff. So Aldisto's pretty good to be playing this opening. I mean, the thing is, yeah, talking politics distracts me, so I'm going to try to ignore that for now. Chess politics, any kind of politics is distracting. E5. So, Queen takes, and Shirazi hangs a rook. Alright, now, I had this once in a tournament game. That guy's probably dead. Vladimir Grechikin. He was this Russian-born candidate master. Used to play in the U.S. It was 2,200. I think that the Wing Gambit you probably get players up until around 2,200, and then people stop playing it at that level above that. But Aldisto is just... that's his repertoire. Okay, so E5, I guess. Take. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. C4. Oh, you're going to play C4? But that's not right. Take C4. So we got a lot of players now. 15 players and growing. Without Astrobate, 16. Euron's here. Giashaki. Web Snarf is fairly high rated. 2171 in classical. Well, is this classical? This is rapid, my bad. Rapid. Now I don't remember, what... I don't remember, I don't remember what happened against Grechikin. Don't remember this happening. My one tournament game where this was played. I have been playing a different move lately, by the way. I have been playing this D5 right away, which is kind of unusual. So I decided to switch it up again. Where to put the bishop? Probably E7. He can play knight a3, threatening knight b5, and bishop c4. I mean, it's very like a c3 Sicilian. So knight e3, knight f6, I guess, bishop c4. I have a check on e4 there. I don't know. I don't know. I have to develop my king side. Now, on the other hand, do you want to defend against the threat of taking on a7? So say knight c6. I don't know. I like my king side. Bishop c4, queen e4 check. So if I play knight f6, bishop c4, queen e4 check, he can play king f1. Then I castle. Or we can play knight c6. And my knight is going to get stampeded by the d pawn. This is really a critical moment. Okay, I don't care. You know, you can have a pawn back. I'm not going to be materialistic. Like, it's a wing gambit. I've got to keep my pawn no matter what. Oh my god. I'm totally willing to give a pawn back. Knight b5. Queen d8. Knight takes a7. Or rook takes a7. I don't care. But I have the feeling like while my position is okay, I probably didn't play the very best. I don't know what else to do. I have to go back. You can pick a pawn, any pawn. Have a pawn, bro. But at least my king is safe after castles. He does get a central pawn. If I was him, I prefer to take the central pawn at e5, but maybe there's some advantage in like knight takes a7. I don't know. He took that one. Now he's trying to take another one. So I can sack a pawn. Okay, knight c6, knight takes c6. Knight c6, knight takes c6, pawn takes c6, knight takes a7. His knight gets kind of stuck. Yeah, I would think so. It seems like a good compromise. Though maybe he can just play d4. The thing is, Aldisto is fast, you know. See, the thing is about playing this stuff, this wing gambit or whatever, like, it's not very good, but he knows it. And most people, like me, you know, we're not worrying about the wing gambit. I don't go to bed, you know, worrying about what am I going to play against the wing gambit tomorrow. And every time I play it, it's like reinventing the wheel again. So there's an advantage in playing something. Maybe it's not so great, but you know it really well. And that's the thing with this opening. I should be able to keep the pawn. You know, it is kind of a concession to give it back. It seems like white should be fine. I made enough inaccuracies that white is not worse. But I don't know, you know, like, where is my mistake? d5, this is totally standard. I mean, I could play knight f6 instead of taking on, no, e5, that's normal. I don't know what else I can do, you know, I mean, c3 looks kind of stupid, but I could play bishop c5. It's kind of hard to see how I could really improve my position. I figure I'm going to castle now. If I trade queens, he has knight c7, you know, so now white is a strong center, but the king is in the center. So it looks like equal. I would evaluate this position as equal. Equal material. You have a strong center, but your king is still, you know, not castled, so black should be okay. Maybe I have a better pawn structure if I can trade on e5. I mean, I want to destroy the knight on e5. I want to destroy his center. So maybe he just plays, what, bishop f4? We got another request during the team? Dude, come on. Are you stupid? Open link in new tab. Oh, I did that already. Duh. Yo, Pan Book from Poland. Alright, another request. Another request granted. Yeah, we've got new players. And they didn't even see the... Yeah, that's actually good. I should repeat that. God damn it. I should have a repeating, like, copy of the stream. The club link. You should just, like, every 5 minutes drop like a link in there. I should do some kind of setting, have that thrown in there automatically. We have to get more players. I have 800 players, but I think most of them are like not even in existence anymore in the club. 10-year-old in first place, Impure King is back. We have a total of 16 players and no Asterbait. Very concerning. So what's he thinking so much here about? Oh, Bishop F4 attacking C7. Yeah, that's kind of awkward. Knight E5. Bishop E5. But I could play knight to D5. This is such a tempting move. And now we can kick the knight off of E5 with F6. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but you have to admit, like, his knight on A7, I'm not really a believer in that. I wouldn't take the pawn on A7 if I were him, but he might, you know, people might. F6 is kind of weakening for me too. I'm not sure I should have done that. I mean, I didn't have to, obviously, but it is forcing. Alright, what's your favorite pony? Sparkle, why is your name Sparkle Horse? You like ponies or something? He went back. How does that work? So you're telling me I'm not really threatening A6 is your message for me, right? I get it. I'm not really threatening A6. Okay. But anyway, C4 will be met by a violent Bishop E4 check. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it, man? I could just develop my bishop here. He'll move his queen. Ooh, I see it. Let's play A6, and then he doesn't have blah blah blah. No, I don't know. See this move. Interesting. That's fine. I hope. Bishop E6. Self pin. Yeah, it's been a while since I played a game with this opponent, and he's still the same player he was. Very consistent in style. He loves bishops. He plays the wing gambit. Yeah, what else to say? Maybe we need a wellness check at Asterbait's residence. He's never missing streams. Sometimes on Fridays. But that's usually when I'm streaming at a different time. He wouldn't make it, you know? But who knows? It's holidays, yeah. With holidays, you never know. Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to play knight c7? Queen takes knight c7. This is interesting, though. So we have options here. The obvious is like we're c8, but I could sacrifice material with bishop c4. It's totally turned into a Petrov. How does the wing gambit become a Petrov? That's so strange. So bishop c4, and then my queen is on a8. You know, this is kind of dubious. So, here we are. Just an everyday Petrov. I'm not sure about rookie 8. Looks good for black. In the sense that I have a good queen on d5. That's a strong move. That was the move I was afraid of. The only move I was concerned about, to be honest. He immediately gravitates toward that. Thinking very tactically, the Aldisto. My only weakness here on b7. And this keeps an eye on a6. If I play b5, then a6 falls. Now what? Aha. Yeah, but now my queen protects b7. That's great. Wow, this is actually really ideal. Okay, I lose my pressure on c3, but that's minor. You know, the main thing is that we keep the blockade. We might have a better endgame, you know, with this. The dude has the bishop and a lot of pawns on that color. Wow, what a tactical solution again. Okay. Knight f5, really annoying move. That's okay. Just an everyday endgame. What about d5? Are you threatening d5? Are you threatening me? That was a quick move. If he plays d5, I play rook d8. Not sure he wants to do that. Shoot. Okay, check. Ah, just check. Gotta be careful here. Well, that knight will come to d5. Not sure if I want to kick this knight or not. Check in knight e4. That was stupid plan by me. God damn, he has that. So I'm just not clearly winning. That's so annoying. He's so good with time. Protects everything. What a coincidence. Really? Wow. Nice in between move. Unbelievable, dude. That I blew this position in the time scramble because he's like God with increment. He's played like perfectly the second part of this game. What am I doing? This is insane. Are you kidding me, dude? The less time he has, the better he plays. Wow. What do I do? I can't take the pawn anyway. What a master of time play, this guy. Knight D1. Are you kidding me? Can't wait to see this analysis of this game. I think my opponent played close to perfect. I didn't. I feel like I was lost. He must have made some mistake to let me off the hook here at the end, but still. Very close to perfect game by white. Yeah, he was winning. Wow. He was totally winning. After this, I just missed rook e7 check. Jesus Christ, dude. Terrible in an arena to play a 20-minute game like that. You know, now we would have no chance to win the tournament. Agnes Karajewski, thanks for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. Thank you for subscribing at all. So, yeah. No chance to win the tournament now. 20-minute game. First round. Yeah, it's not ideal. Wow. I'll look at the game later. I don't have time to analyze now. But that was an interesting game. I was winning, then I was... What's amazing is Aldisto went from clearly worse to winning in the end game, even though he had less time. People tend to make more mistakes usually when they're under pressure. You know, you'd think having worse position and less time would be like they would crack. But he played like perfectly in that stage. Particularly the move rook e7. I let him have rook e7. I think I could have even like won a pawn at one point, and I let him play c4. I was attacking the c3 pawn and I didn't go for it. I played bishop h6 to attack his knight. Then at some point I hesitated and played like f5, or I don't remember. I must have missed a clear win. So this impure king, I have no idea who that is. Is that the player who plays the... Is that the player who plays like the the Moira Gambit. 10-year-old is good. Rabbit Ship is new. Sun Prism is here. Power of the New. Ruslan Bear, Yeruin, Aldisto. Aldisto playing 11-year-old now. I don't have a game. Sinus. Handbook is new. They're pretty strong. 2200. Web Snarf, unclear. At least 1900. Miles is back. Uh-oh. Giachi, this name I can't say. The name I cannot say. I can't pronounce that unless you want me to say it like it's Hungarian. Stefano, Mad NPC, and Praying Mantis. Okay. No Astrobate. We're very concerned about his whereabouts. Maybe he's delivering presents. Alright, here's another 15-minute game. At least. Alright, I mean, I could play what I always used to play, which is this. Clarify. The upside of this is that, okay, maybe they don't have time to play like A5 and clamp down. You can even take with a knight here. It's not really considered one of White's most threatening variations, but the Boga's kind of boring, to be honest. I have no idea. Never ever seen anyone play that. None of the Grandmasters I've played D5 in this position. I think I've only ever played this position against GMs. D5 is counterintuitive. I mean, you have a light square bishop. You know, you normally put the pawns on dark squares. But it might be fine. Maybe that's what the computer prefers. I don't know. Looks like White objectively has a very, very little advantage here. And he's used less time than me. He uses no time. B6, absolutely. Of course. And then take with the pawn. A surprising move. I thought Black would take with the knight. So I'm happy to see that. I think that we have some advantage. Do you want to allow Bishop G4? Yeah, I'm not really afraid of that. Knight C6 played immediately. Not what I was expecting. Wow. Immediate. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about this for me. And he's so fucking fast. How is he so fast and so confident, you know? 2001. He's just lucky. Why do I even bother thinking? If the opponent's just going to play like it's bullet. He used to do this and then he stopped. But I guess he's back to playing bullet again. Yeah, I don't think that Black has played this optimally. Then again, neither have I, but I don't know why he's playing like 2-0 or 1-0. He forgot how to play with increment, I think. Pretty good moves. But in and out, you know, you have an opportunity, you miss it. You know, then you play too quick, you make a mistake, and I'm better. Now White is easy to play with, like, I think very little losing chances. So Agnes Karajewski, thanks for subscribing. Things have been pretty slow here, and I'm going to be, you know, destitute soon. So I do appreciate anyone subscribing, donating. We're trying to rebuild the stream because I've been away for so long. People forgot about me and my stream. So I appreciate any support we can get. From everybody or anybody. I have more time to think than a normal Blitz game, but I don't know what to do here. It's a little bit tricky. How can I penetrate black's position? I mean, F7, A6, they're, you know, what am I supposed to do? One idea? Any ideas? Don't really have an idea here. If I move my knight on C3, he drops his knight on E4. I don't really love that. How should I set up my rooks, for example? Maybe knight A4? Queen B3 with the idea of knight A4? We force him to do something like he maybe doesn't want to do. Man, I gotta be careful though. Rook takes E5. Watch out for this. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted you to do. See? Now we're talking. That's what I wanted you to do. Now we have some opportunity on the dark squares. Double the rooks. Yeah, well, it doesn't do much, but it does prevent you from playing A5. And your bishop's tied down to A6. I'm not planning on sacrificing the exchange. What am I planning? Maybe queen B4. This is a horrible move. What is he doing? Yeah, too much bullet chess. Too much bullet chess. That was weird. I definitely didn't deserve to win that. Too much bullet chess, no acerbate. Alright. Yeah, guys, you know, don't play too much bullet chess. This is long time control, 7+5. The games can last up to 20 minutes. Sun Prism was doing great in the opening. I thought he had a good game. What the hell happened there? So, everything was fine. You know, but this first move, D5, very interesting. Check this out. 170 like master games. D5 is the engine's number 2 move. Now dropping number 3, number 2, number 3, and it's only been played in 2 games. Isn't that insane? D5 only ever played twice by Gawain Jones and another GM. Crazy. Alright, so we have another request to join the team. Reisenberger. Alright. You know, I thought he was just confident, but he was not warmed up yet. Alright. Some person needs to remember how to play Increment Rapid. This is a new opponent I've never played before who's pretty good. 22, 2200. 22, 22. Oh, I meant to play the Benko and I forgot. Oh no, I've been looking at the Benko. That's fine. Whatever. The Benko is funny, like no one plays it. Try to go through like the database. It's ridiculous. Bishop F4, wow. Completely a theoretical move. Tempted to just take. If the bishop could come to a3, I probably wouldn't do that, you know, but here it looks like best. Basically a London system with a Nimzo structure. Now he's switching. I'm okay with this. h6. Do I want to go h6 and g5? And if I don't, then how else am I getting out of the pin? Standard idea anyway. Similar positions. Here you have a choice now. I can go for knight e4 or knight h5. Knight e4 gives him the additional option of trading his light square bishop. You probably won't do that. But then again, okay, we'll do this. And then if he tries to play like queen c2, exactly. This looks like it transposed to like a normal line with bishop g5. That's so weird. Now you never know. I mean, Pan Book could be another Polish player who played me with a different account or something. We never know. People change their accounts all the time. The R Director. How many players are in this tournament? I don't remember R Director. Now we have 20 players. Okay. Reisenberger, 20 players, all-time record. No. But welcome everybody. Please subscribe. Keep the stream alive because we're suffering from an affordability crisis here in Hungary. Thanks to the Orban administration. Alright. Everything is so expensive. If you can support the stream, I appreciate it. So bishop takes e4. Wow. Well, I'm definitely taking with the bishop. Yeah, I mean, he gave up his good bishop. So we get ops-colored bishops. Ops-colored bishops. And then, obviously, I've got to be prepared to meet a4 with a5, though it's not essential. Non-essential services. Watch this, and you want to watch this. But in the meantime, what do? What we need to do is develop, basically, and constructively develop somehow, you know. Queen f6 is interesting. That's what I would often play. I mean, it's hard for him. What's he going to do? Where's he going to put his king? Queen f6, queen e7? I like queen e7, maybe. So he just commits to castling kingside. So h5 is looking pretty dangerous for white. But he can try h4. h5, h4. So I'm not really sure what the best way to approach this is. He can also move his knight now, you know, so knight d2 becomes an option. Very, very bad bishop on g3. It can get back, though, like f3, bishop f2, or h3, bishop h2. Say I bring my bishop back. Yeah, where do you put it? I don't want to bring it back unprovoked. If he plays knight d2, I'll retreat. I guess. Where to put my king, though? You know, this is a really big question. I don't know. Where the hell is this? Maybe I should castle kingside, as strange as that seems. It's not that stupid to castle kingside. I feel like my king is as safe as his king, at least. Darn, I don't know what to do. Bishop c6 allows d5. So if I move the bishop, I have to move to b7. Maybe b7 is okay. b7, a4, a5, rook b1. He'll be threatening like c5 there. You know, you just look at every option and like you're like, oh well, none of them look that good. That sucks. I'm just gonna castle kingside. I don't know what to do. I don't feel like I'm safe on the queen side. If I go to b7, I'm just a target for a rook on b1. Better to go here. You know, as long as his knight can't pop into d4 in like one go. You think he's going to play like e4 maybe. That loses a piece. Can't play e4. Yeah, this looks kind of stupid for white. I don't think he has a plan. He's just playing fast. That looks like a really bad move, honestly. He just threw his queen on h5, but he's practically, you know, almost trying to trap his own queen here. This is a very bad move. White doesn't seem to have any plan. He's just played fast, and now, you know, opposite color bishops where black is better. Black has a better bishop and a better structure. So it's pretty serious, I would think. His bishop is outside the pawn chain, kind of a target to getting trapped. Mine is pretty safe with a lot of mobility, even back here. Okay, he can play f3. Then his queen is trapped for sure. So what's up, everybody? Talk to me. You guys just, you play my tournaments, but you don't talk to me. A lot of people are back. The chat is very quiet, though. I don't know why our chat is just dead. Without acerbate, that's not helping. Gotta prime the chat. Is anyone out there? Mr. Coffee's not here. Miles the Miasmic. Jeroen, where are you? Who else talks? There's not too many players who talk a lot. Sun Prism will say hi. Gia Shock will threaten to crush me. But mostly it's quiet players. I've got a challenge. Wow. Oh, Central Distributor. Rated Bullet. Nice. So he admitted his mistake and went back. Unfortunately, f4 wins a piece for me. Shit. It's kind of complicated. f4, take, take. f4, take, take. d5. I mean, show me how this doesn't win a piece for me. I'm sure you got something. How does that not a piece? You want to lose a queen instead. So he's sacrificing a piece. Has to go to h3. So he gets 2 pawns for a piece, which is definitely not enough. On d5, I have bishop a4. Or we can try door number 2. Pawn takes h2 check. Pawn takes f2 check. Rook takes f2. Well, I might as well take on f2. Oh, his knight's hanging. Oh my gosh. Alright, that should be decisive. Knight f6. Yeah. Alright. Thank you, Sinus. Sinus. Thanks for hosting the Simos and tournaments. Happy holidays, everyone. Yeah, more interaction here on the stream. I'm going to require. I might have to make the streams like subscribers only. You know how people do that. To make things more exclusive. Encourage people. I need to encourage people to subscribe. Save money. Cancel your Paramount memberships and subscribe to my channel. Wait, 95? 94? What's wrong with 94? Nothing's wrong with 94. Yeah. Impure King out in front. Aldisto's in second. It's hard for people to get used to this time control. You could berserk if you want to. If you want to play for time, berserk. You know, I don't know. But I have knight check. Still no mate. I think you give up the ghost here, yeah. Alright. Impure King still in first, Stefano's in second, Aldisto's in third, Sinus in fourth, I'm in fifth, and Power of the New is in sixth, Sun Prism 7, 8-year-old Pan UK, Pan Book, sorry, and Rapid Ship. Alright, so it's still early, we've got an hour and 41 minutes left. But for those of you that are playing in this, I do recommend you pay attention to the time control. Because I see a lot of people that are not handling it right. Play real fast, but not use your time to think against a thinking opponent is gonna be bad. You gotta take your time, unless the opponent is berserking. You gotta play it like a long game. It's rapid, not blitz. 7 plus 5 doesn't sound that slow, but it is kind of a slower game. You need to use your time. People have the time to play really, really strong moves. If they, like me, I'm really trying to use all my time. Aldisto is going to be my primary competitor, I would think, but Impure King has 4-0. Impure King has played all 4 of his opponents under 2,000. The luck factor. It's so weird with that astrobate here. It just doesn't feel right. I hope he's okay. Just a Christmas thing. It does take a little bit, but since we have 20 players, it takes a little while to get a pairing sometimes, so be patient. Let me drop the copy. Here. Paste. Yeah, but I don't want to get the game popping up on the wrong computer. Okay. If I had time, I would look at that wing gambit without us, though. I want to know how to improve that. Alright, so now I get Impure King. I have 0 read on this player, even though I've played them 17, 18 games. I don't know anything about them. All I know is that I won a Queen's Gambit in my last tournament game. Impure King, I don't remember anything about you. I'm getting confused with Power of the New. Okay, so this, I don't even know what this is. It's not a Rogozin, right? I haven't played Knight F3. It's a Leningrad Nimzo where you play D5. It's D5 against Leningrad Nimzo. There should be some reason why this is like an inaccurate Rogozin. I mean, obviously it's advantageous for me maybe not have my knight on F3 yet. For whatever reason. Queen A4 check, knight C6. It's nothing special. I feel like I looked at this somewhere recently. Thinking that my opponent might play the Rogozin. It crossed my mind. Yeah, another player who just plays super, super fast. Impure King is blocked. I don't remember why. So, no idea who you are. Again, knight f3 transposes. If I take on d5, queen c2 transposes to a classical Nimzo. That also seems wrong. Everything else like transposes to something. Could play a3. That's the only other thing I could do. I don't understand how this isn't played more often for black if it's so good, you know. It's kind of weird. Just transpose to the Rogozin with knight f3. I guess you don't have that many options compared to normal Rogozin move order. Queen c2. I don't know what to do. I just don't understand who this player is. I played 17, 18 games with them and I have no clue. Maybe it's a Smurf account. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. There's millions of Smurf accounts. You just like move instantly no matter what I do. And we transpose the Vienna variation of some sort. I just don't see how black can do this. And it's like no problems with it. This is definitely Vienna or Rogozin now. D6 c5, probably main move. But I don't know the theory of this. I don't play this line with white, you know. I mean, it's not fair. I get transposed to a line of the Rogozin that I don't play. Because you're playing this weird move order with bishop b4 that no one plays after knight c3. I mean, you could even play it on move 3. You know, why even play knight f6? Why not just play bishop b4 right away? I mean, if that's good. It's very annoying. Bishop g5, bishop b4, e3, Castles, knight f3, c5. And I guess this is a so-called Vienna variation. So I play d takes c. I can also play bishop d3 there. Bishop d3. I don't know about that though. Look this up. It's like you're gonna find a million Magnus Carlsen games, especially with black and Aronian. Major Rogozin variation, and I don't know the theory. I mean, I know I'm supposed to take on c5, and then like white never seems to get an advantage. I don't understand the Queen's Gambit. How can you play like d5 and then put your good bishop on b4? It's not a Dimzo, you know. It's your good bishop. You don't really want to trade it off. Now he's like tanking here. He didn't use any time, and now he spent like a minute and a half on this move to find the theory. Did you check with the opening explorer, bro? Good job. 97 looks right. So I have to get developed. Bishops are overrated. Could be similar to my game, I mean, with Sun Prism. What is that? Queen a5? Seriously? Well, you're down a pawn. Now you've centralized your queen to a5, which is great. I'm not concerned about that. I don't know why he does that. Why not just like take on c5 or take on c3 and take on c5? Why do you have to put your queen on a5? Why is that even a good idea? I think you're just like expecting me to play a move like Queen c2 or Rook c1 or something. I'm not going to do that. Move first, ask questions later. Blinky system. Queen c2. Yeah, this is a lot like Sun Prism's game. Similar. So now we have a choice. Bishop h4. What's the advantage of bishop f4? I don't see it. Without the foolish blunders. Well, you went straight into like kind of good knight versus bad bishop type scenario for no reason. And I think that he's on the verge of that too. I mean, you had a lot of options in your position. There was no reason to let me, you know, get a kind of concrete... I thought I had no advantage. And you like played fast and gave me a good strategic, I think, position. But sort of the same thing happening here. Black's bishop on c8 is bad. You know, also with you, I thought like b6 bishop a6 was a plan to try to trade your bad bishop off, but you didn't go for that. Rook e8. Okay, that's like an absolutely standard kind of. So white just has a good Dimso. Oh, you're threatening 94. Okay, I don't care. I'm gonna sack a rook on e3. Oh no. B5. B5, A4. Knight B6. You do G5 and Knight B6. I don't know. Acerbate, you're here! Yes! There he is. We were very worried about you. We were very worried about you. Come on, man. What are you doing here? I thought the ICE got you. They thought you were Mexican. Couldn't find you. Or maybe you were mistaken for Santa Claus and they hauled you off to the North Pole. Wow. Now that's a random move. Looks like I messed up. Well, not terribly, but a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. You know, is this really the right move for me? Not convinced. I don't know. I could have played like Queen A4. It's hard to say. I'm very surprised that Black let me like destroy his king side. Again, like a totally arbitrary. That's the thing that surprises me. I'm seeing this with like poker players too. They do like arbitrary stuff. I'm shocked. Arbitration. Excuse me? He's thinking here. Well, I guess you had one move to think about. So at the end of the day, I just have the guy's kingside messed up and more time. It should be pretty easy, you know. If Black's a computer, he can defend, but like a human, it's not so easy to defend. Come on. His pawns are bad. B7's under attack. I have the C file. All I have to do is protect G2. This is easy to play. But again, I think that Black had a really fine position, you know? And it's like, it's almost like people don't even realize like how good the position is. That's what it feels like. Now here, do I really want to trade queens? H4 is tempting. I don't think I really want to trade queens, but I feel safer trading queens. But it could end in a draw because of like a limited amount of material on the board. We're definitely worried about the draw. Or a draw. Queen E6. Why not Queen E5? You definitely don't want to trade queens. He doesn't want to trade queens. Why am I not just winning a pawn here? Well, I am. It is a pity to trade off his bishop on C8, I guess. But, alright, whatever. So now we're clear pawn up. We're a clear pawn up with a better structure. And there's fireworks outside. Those old Christmas fireworks, of course. Who sets off fireworks at Christmas? Dude, that's for New Year's. They're like little teenagers who got excited. They bought their like New Year's firecrackers. I don't know where you even get firecrackers in Hungary. I doubt it's legal. The Chinese would probably import them all over the place. There's a million Chinese stores. I've never seen firecrackers. I don't think they're legal. Like in the States, where you can buy them in some states. Was it Virginia, right? Virginia, New Hampshire? I don't know. Alright, rook d8. Another pawn. No, that's greedy. Too greedy. No, we have to be careful here. This is not a joke. This is no longer a joke. Alright. He could go for back rank too. That's kind of annoying. Queen b5, no good. Queen b3. Queen b3, I like queen b3, no. Cutting me off from the king side. That's not great either. Rook d1. Rook d1 drops a pawn. Queen f3 is okay. That allows rook d2. Rook c2, I've got to watch the back rank. We can probably deal with that. I don't want him going rook d2. This also protects my a2. I have to watch the back rank. That's fine. I can even play like queen b1. Rook d5, queen b1. That's a funny move. Queen g4, very subtle. That's very subtle. Alright, I like it. g3. That's not good. Wow, super annoying move. There's always rook f1. Oh, it's so annoying. Rook f1's bad. h3, queen h3, no tricks. g3 if necessary. I'd rather not. You can play rook d6. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know if this is even a win. We do have to be careful. That's really annoying. Wow. So he's got like perfect technique at drawing slightly worse endings. Notice my score against this guy? What's up with my score against this guy? What's that about? That's just really weird. He must have improved a lot. They're blocked for a reason, too. I don't remember why. Maybe flagging. I don't remember something they did in the simul. I am not really sure. I don't think I can win this position. But you never know. Maybe there's a chance. Very strange. Okay, e4. No. King f3. Oh, now I can improve. No way. He resigned. He's resigning. I don't even know this is a winning position for white. It's so bizarre, dude. This account was created when? 2021. Puzzles 2600. Now I got 2 requests to join the team. Okay. That player was blocked. And Red Pawnda Tummy with 163 games. I don't know, guys. Red Pawnda Tummy. They look legit. Strong blitz player. The other account was a troll that I played before. Alright. So Aldisto now out in front. Well, so is the guy I just played. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that account. Another really tough game that I really don't win under any normal conditions. Check out Aldisto playing that Deutsch Gambit or whatever it's called. He's always with the 2 bishops. You guys see that game up there? You can see it up there. Bishop h4, bishop c4. Deutsch Gambit. Deutsch Gambit. Alright. I'll accept people. If anyone is suspicious, though, I'm not going to let them stay in the team. Everyone, okay, new lease on life. We'll give you a chance. No engines. Ruslan Bear. Web Snarf. Didn't play. Asterbait joined late. Asterbait, what's up? Talk to me. What's up, Nefidov? Good to see you. Good to see Asterbait back. Miles the Miasmic got caught in this tricky Deutsch Gambit or whatever it's called. Does he have a move there? I mean, is black just lost? He might have a move. It's kind of weird. Unbelievable. Miles is pretty strong, though. I think he won one of these tournaments before. We've got an hour 15 minutes. Nefidov, are you with us? You gonna get lucky again today? How do you do that? I always blunder against you. Whipsnarf. You realize you cannot stay for the whole tournament. Okay. You don't have to stay for the whole tournament. That's the thing. It's an arena. It's not like a Swiss, but fine. No, thanks for chatting. Thanks for joining us in the chat, guys. If anybody would like to join our team, you're welcome to join the team if you have 100 games or more. We're trying to rebuild the stream here. I've been away a lot, and we're going to be home, for a few months, so I'm not planning on going anywhere. So let's rebuild this thing. Mr. Slow. Immediately I got Nefidov. Wow. What did I have in mind for you? Oh, yeah. The modern defense. Right? Wasn't that what we said? Normally, I'm not going to play the Caro Khan, but I'm kind of desperate. And, oh, I saw this chat today where a friend of mine was thinking about playing this opening with black. strange approach by Nefedov. He seems to be surprised. He was surprised. We took him unawares. It looks like slightly unawares. Nefedov doesn't normally play lines like this, I would say. Still, it's so solid that any idiot could play this for white, right? And have a fairly stable position. Just an exchange, Caro-Kann. I swore not to play the Caro-Kann, but I was influenced by a Facebook post that I saw today that just popped in my mind. And I know I've played this once or twice against Nefedov, the Caro-Kann Grigonidze. I don't know, Nefedov wouldn't normally play Bishop c4, I don't think there, but he wasn't maybe thinking yet. I want to get revenge. Nefedov has this very, like, serious kind of developed repertoire, and it's hard to get him out of his repertoire. So I've tried, like, every possible opening, more or less. So this actually transposes to what looks like, honestly, what looks like a Catalan in reverse. A4, maybe not a bad move. At least for Nefedov. So Astrid, what's your excuse? Where were you? You overslept? Is that what happened? It was an oversleeping? You overstayed your visa? You were on last night until 3 a.m. Pacific time, and then no acerbate. But that's nothing for you, right? And we were afraid that the ICE got you. You're not really Mexican. You're not even brown. Okay, but you do live in the Southwest, where ICE is very active, probably. How's ICE in Vegas, by the way? I haven't really heard too much about that. Maybe I should just play knight c6. Oh, screw it. Think of it as an exchange variation of the Caro-Kann. And again, this is a line where Nefedov never ever played Caro-Kann exchange variation, as far as I know. He should not really be in his element here. I feel like it's a Raslimo, Rogozin. I'm getting a lot of them. They're similar. Rogozin, Raslimo. They sound the same. Look, Ma, no bad pieces. Come on, Nefedov, just a little blunder. Just a little blunder. Just give us a little blunder. Sack the exchange. You know you want to sack the exchange. You got some compensation there. No? Okay. How will this work? Well, I see how it works. It works as how it works. Nathan. Nefedov. The structure reminds me of my game against Duong from the World Senior. Same thing. No stone wall, no bad bishop. We're very cool with that. Uh-oh. You wouldn't do that, would you? Now you want me to sacrifice a piece? Oh, no. Shit, I don't think it works. Wow. Doesn't quite work. That's so disappointing. Wow. Man, you're just millimeters from death. Unbelievable. Frank James. Knight takes d4, pawn d4, bishop d4, knight e4, pawn takes e4, and luckily white has bishop e3, staying alive there. Otherwise he's toast immediately. And that might be interesting, but it looks a little too speculative. Meanwhile, white is considering playing f3. King h8, f3, knight g3, for example. I mean, he has a ton of weaknesses in his position. There's other bad stuff happening there, too. Wow. Queen c7 is kind of interesting. Okay, let's play king h8. You can never be too safe. I like f3 a lot. That doesn't look good. f3? No, he changed his mind. I wonder why. Oh, I get it. Okay. Damn. What was the last move, though? Okay, so he moved his queen back to e2. It was to play knight f3. Oh, okay. So he's like some sort of genius. Alright. I get it. Amazing how fast he is. Seriously. Adapting to any kind of position. The thing about Nefedov that's surprising is like he's so good and his rating just isn't that high, you know? The bullet rating is a joke. G3, unnecessarily playing G3. Really? That's weird. Definitely didn't expect that. Is that to support bishop f4? Huh. We did not expect that. Are you going to play H? Oh, you're going to play H4? You want to play H4? Maybe I should just play G5. Yeah, screw that. Nefedov wants to play H4 himself, I think. He's always okay on time. He's extremely good. How are you 1900? You know, you don't seem to have any weaknesses. You've got a great opening repertoire, almost bulletproof. You're fast. You know, you play almost perfect simul games without any blunders, yet you're only like 1900. I don't get it, man. How does he do that? So I was thinking, what was I thinking here? Dangerous. Shit, I was gonna play G4. Now it's so closed. Stonewall attack. I mean, when would Nefedov ever get a Stonewall type position? He plays e4 exclusively with white, you know. Maybe in some kind of Slavs. He just adapts to anything. I don't know how he could possibly be under 2,000. He's just too good. Look at his score against me. He has 123 to 352. That's about a quarter. It's about 27%. Not bad. 27% is not bad for someone who's... I think you're not supposed to score that well, but it is okay. A lot of simuls. Bishop f4 now. So what am I supposed to do? Like, I have a choice? I have to take back with the D pawn. This is an absolute nightmare. He's a genius. He's fine playing this trashy opening for white. He got a perfectly good position. Plus he's fast too. It's unbelievable. I don't even know who's better now. Am I even still better? What's Queen C4 about? Queen C4 is kind of a weird move. You're just like putting your queen out there for no reason. Don't know what he's doing with that. One move threat. I think I'll play it. Another one move threat. So it's just any kind of one move threat that Nefyatov can find. That's his move. Now one move threat to take my B pawn. Rook F7, Bishop C4. Yeah. He's way too good to be 2013. I don't understand it. He must like lose games on purpose or something to keep his rating down. Or when he plays against me, he's like 2150 at least. To be honest. He's about 150 points underrated. I don't understand how that's possible. He's never been like 2150. More pressure. They're always sandbagging for the hourly arenas, right? Nefyatov is one of the few people I've never, you know, and it's true. I mean, there aren't a lot of people, like, I've never ever suspected him of cheating. And I have to say, like, I can't say that for very many players. Like, there's a handful of players, of course. It's never at least like entered my mind, you know. I can safely assume Nefyatov doesn't cheat. But he's sometimes frustrating because I'm like, why are you 2013 when you're so damn solid? I mean, I'm supposed to be 500 rating points higher than you? How? And then there's the blunders. The blunders start to come into play. Now here we see a very positional sort of Nefyatov. There may be a point where he starts to kind of get in time pressure. But normally he's got a pretty quick pace. Now, I don't think a computer would lose this with white. Looks still pretty solid. I'm going to be lucky if I finish a third. Yaron's ahead of me. 10-year-old's ahead of me now. Give me the point, Nefyatov. Get to the point. Impure King. Still ahead of me. Alda's still ahead of me. It's a weird arena. I mean, because, like, wow. Now he pulls this tactic out of his butt. Oh, look what I found. Holy tactics, Batman. Nefyatov would never cheat. How does he find this tactic, bro? Wow. C4. Tactic out of your butt move. Oh my god. I can't take on d4 because of bishop e5 check. That's horrible. Now what am I going to do? Oh my god. Okay, knight g6. Bishop e3. Maybe I could try that. Looks stupid. It looks stupid. It probably is stupid. I'm just gonna, now he can double behind it. I'm gonna triple up. Triple double. I better calculate. Rook d6, c5. Forget it. Here's an answer for that too. No, I have to be careful. c5. c5 is a kind of positional threat. What am I doing? It's unbelievable. I'm going to lose on time now. Alright, fuck it. We hope he gets materialistic. I don't have to play rook d5. I can just play rook c6. What? You can do that? Unbelievable game by White. 2013, my butt. Another excellent decision. So confident. Clearly confident. It's unbelievable. How composed and confident he is. Don't feel like I'm up the exchange here. Unfreaking believable. Man, dude, whatever. You played like God again. We're both terrible, according to the computer. We were fine up until here. And from Queen c4, we played a horrible game, and you were winning most of the way. I missed a forced win. Is Queen c4 the engine move, by the way? It is not. I thought it was a weird move. I should play e5, but I didn't want to simplify. I'm afraid this is too drawish. Tezik, welcome back. I could play that. That's the thing. I'm playing for a win, you know. So I didn't want to draw. And as usual, I was losing. The computer really makes us look bad. It makes us both look bad. We're like 42 cent upon loss. But all of those mistakes were played in the end. You know, basically played perfectly till we had like 10 seconds left and then started making mistakes. It's not such a bad game when you take the time control into consideration, you know, that we both played fine. And then it all just went to hell. But I don't understand how Nefedov can play bishop c4 against the Guernsey Caro-Kann and just be like a tempo down in exchange. A tempo down exchange Caro-Kann, and that's okay. I get d5 with tempo, and you're fine. That's cool. Okay. Just slow chess. Unfortunately, I can't accept you. Not enough games. Well, you have the patience to play some more slow games, and then I can accept you to the team. Just Slow Chess has played like 55 games. He just decided that he likes slow chess. Just like today. So, he'll get there. Tazik, welcome back. We'll be back to streaming. I've been away a lot. Guys, please subscribe. We have very few subscribers. Astrobate, are you a subscriber? Oh, you're not, right? Astrobate's not a subscriber. Oh, no. Oh, no. PayPal is down. Praying Mantis is a subscriber. Nefedov's a subscriber. Shaki's not a subscriber. Tezik's not a subscriber. Sinus is not a subscriber. Sinus was a subscriber, and then his subscription lapsed midstream. That's really weird. I think Sinus must have lapsed midstream. It's not the same without Astrobate. Well, no, he's here now. He wasn't here. Oh, Power the New is now forfeiting. Great. Great. Good job, Power the New. Way to forfeit. And you're not going to forfeit against me? You forfeited against 10-year-old? Dude, that's just stupid. He didn't want to play 10-year-old, forfeited against him. Nefedov gifting 5 subs for the draw. He's so good, man. He's 5 gift subs for the, taking on c5. What is that, Merle Dixon? Don't tell me Power the New is like, it's not some weird Uber driver account, is it? Nefedov, thanks for subscribing. Things have been really slow here. I mean, thanks for gifting 5 gift subs. Things have been really slow here. So, I don't know which way to take on c5. But I guess we play for b6, bishop b7. It's a hedgehog. Very generous, Nefedov. Thank you. Who got the gift subs? Aldisto, nice. Web Snarf. Arm chest bow. That could be 10-year-old. I don't know. Giashaki and World Loser. World Loser. Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Okay, guys. Bishop b7. Power the New, I was talking about how I don't know who this player is. But, you know, oddly enough, d takes c5 is this weird move that Uber driver kept, like, mentioning or whatever. You know, this, like, weird move that's not really good, but it just kind of odd. I try to figure out who people are. Uber driver liked playing games with his other account. He hasn't been on in a while. He's had, like, several different accounts. So then you wonder, like, what if Power of the New is really Uber driver? The rating would kind of be possible. The ratings would be kind of possible, wouldn't they? But I never suspected that. You know, it didn't seem like the same sort of player, but maybe just because I wasn't looking for it, you know. What if Power of the New is secretly Uber driver? Thanks for the game and my kind words. Your kind words? My kind words? I said you're underrated. You should be 2150 on Lee Chess. But you played another good game, you know, where you didn't really make any mistakes. I guess you just bring your A game against me, and then you don't care as much against the other players. So, I don't know. I mean, this is a weird thing. It's a weird thing to play in a hedgehog for white. B4. I don't want to self-pin. Power of the News rating, it's really high now. I mean, 23, 22. 7,000 games. That's a lot of games now. And that's just in Rapid. The other ratings, there are very few games. It's all Rapid. And 1,800, just 60 band. Okay, so Power of the New. I just have no idea who this is. Literally. Repunj Bansal. Could be. Some old player who... Oh, the Power of the New is the one who like submits games to the stream but is never a subscriber. So I can't share the games if you're not a subscriber. That's the rule about analysis stream. You have to be a subscriber for us to put your games in. It's a way of getting people to engage and rewarding the subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, I don't analyze the games. But having said that, we're not going to do a subscriber stream this week because it's on Christmas. So no stream tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow's Wednesday, Christmas Eve. Thursday is Christmas, and we're not going to host a stream because it is Christmas. Then our next stream will be the 26th on Friday, when I'll play Blitz on Friday morning. And then Simon on Sunday. So now the Jesse Cry theme of like knight on c6 and the hedgehog. This is really weird. Somehow it doesn't feel like Uber driver. But you never know. Years ago, I had this game with Joel Benjamin where I was white in a Queen's Indian like this, and he did like f3, knight g4. But knight g4, it just looks like a one-move threat in this position. Probably I should do something else like d5. It'll all like collapse into a draw. If a6, b5. That's the only thing. I don't like b5, you know, hitting my... I don't like b5 getting that knight on c6. Maybe knight e5 has a point. What's the follow-up? There is no follow-up. d5, b5, bishop c5. d5's heading right into draw land. I've got more calm words. Nefedov is... Yeah, he's very, very strong. He might be strong enough to... He might be a grandmaster. I don't know. I wonder how many gift subs he would give if I had more kind words. No, I'm just kidding. All right, knight d7, b5, knight b8. That doesn't look good. So I don't know, guys, what we're gonna do about this whole business with b5. Another draw. Strange thing, Power of the Noob has only 5 games. Power of the Noob. They were strange games too. I don't know. I wish everybody had to have like, it was like World Chess Network, where you like had to have your real name. That was kind of cool. There were no anonymous accounts. That's how like the FIDE, well, I guess that's how FIDE works, right? The Russian chess site, right? FIDE. You just have like your real identity, you know. There's something nice about that. Of course, it's bad if you want to keep your opening secret. Alright, Aldisto out in front, and 10-year-old got a free game. I'm not happy with Power of the New for doing that, by the way. You know, he gave 10-year-old like 4 free points, just forfeiting against him, and then plays me, you know. Even Nerone has 14 points. So everybody's ahead of me. No berserking. But thank you, Nefedov. We got some gift subs. No hype train, but, you know, better than nothing. Sunday was very slow. We had like no donations, guys. World Team Championship. Oh, he goes B5 anyway. I have E5, but doesn't look good. World Team Championship. In Albania. I'm trying to raise money for that because, you know, they. Here I have knight g4 again. It's interesting now. He could just stick the knight on c6 though. That's so annoying. There's really nothing I can do about it. Okay, so we take. Can't ignore that. Now knight c6 is a positional threat, so I can trade. If I play rook c8, there's knight c6. But here I have rook d8. That's a sort of stupid move, isn't it? Yeah. So instead I should play bishop c5. So not allowing knight c6. That's one way to prevent knight c6. And so here we are. Very exciting. The only way to prevent knight c6. The only way to play. Stay strong. Yeah. Easy to say when the world is going to shit. But we are going to sort of try to stay strong. Knight c6 is the threat, so that's got to go. There will be no knight c6. Not today, anyway. We got to watch our back rank. Obviously, bishop's stronger than knight in general, but the structure is okay. You know, there's no imbalance in the pawn structure, which I always say, you know, favors the bishop. White is a little bit better here, but the pawns being symmetrical probably allows me to, I would say it allows me to draw pretty comfortably. Should allow me to draw pretty comfortably. If I don't play, let's see, a6 is risky. I think I shouldn't do that. Well, alright, h6. You can play e4, but, you know, what are you going to do after that? e4 what? Bishop e3 maybe. I'll go to the c file. There's no back rank now. There's 2 open files. One is yours and one is mine. So I'm not sure white should even play e4, you know, objectively. He weakens his king position somewhat. This looks like a good move. Play rook c8. Previously, if I hadn't played h6, I would be getting queen d8 check, which would be very unpleasant. Yeah, so power of the new. Uber Driver, you know, I don't think he's going to have that score against me. Power of the New played very strange games. That's all I know. Yeah, the more I think about it, I don't think so. I don't think this is Uber Driver or a Smurf account of his. Don't know. I don't have a clue who this is, but they keep trying to submit those games. It was weird. All right, yeah, e4 preventing that knight move, but okay. Now if I play like a6, queen takes b6, takes, rook b8, rook d6, yeah, that's a problem. But you're not really threatening anything. You know, that's the issue here. I mean, ultimately, does white have a threat? I mean, okay, they might be able to play like g4, g5, but in the meanwhile, I can invade too. And they can't play e5 because my knight will go to d5. So I don't know, man. I mean, I wouldn't really expect to win this with white. On the other hand, he's pretty solid, so like another draw. If Rowan in third place, that's a good result. Impure King in fourth, and I've got to catch up. Stefano also has 10 points. Panbook with 9. Power of this guy. Miles even has 8, so everyone's very close. I think very few games have been berserked. It's kind of a weird time control, admittedly. I can't get my knight to the center. Yeah, that's annoying. Queen c4. Queen c4, queen c4, rook c4, rook d8 check, king h7, e5, knight d5, rook d7, rook takes a4, rook takes. I mean, that could get kind of sharp. I feel like I have to do something active. I hope my knight's not trapped. I always have g8. My knight's not trapped. What if I sacked a piece for 3 pawns? Draw with like rook versus rook and bishop. I could sack my rook for my knight for the pawn on e4, get all the pawns, and have like rook and 4 on the king side against bishop and 2, for example. So here I didn't know what white would do. He could play rook d4, actually. So rook d4 is safe. It's probably a draw. Not so easy though. I mean, the bishop is stronger. I could lose this. There's a5 lever on the queen side. Not sure he made the best move there. I need to get my king in, and this is probably a mistake. Now I've got to move my g-pawn. Oh, man. But he can't just put his bishop anywhere, because I'll have knight c5 check. So where does he put the bishop? Oh. Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. So I'm going to lose now. That's so obvious. Yeah, I didn't have time for this. Wow. Perfect game. He's perfect. Power of the new. Not my best end game. Not 100% sure I'm lost, but I'm probably lost. Wow, what a move. King D6. Can't say you expected that one, did you? King D6. That's quite a move there. Yeah. Of course I missed that. Yeah, I didn't have to play knight c5 right away. Analysis board, perfect game. 0 inaccuracies. I don't like this game. Power of the New is going to have to submit their identity, dude, because this game is a little too good by white. I think we've seen something suspicious here. A little too perfect, bro. A little too perfect, and you're a little bit too anonymous. I'm going to have to, like, suspend you from the team until you give us some kind of proof of your identity or something. That game was really, really suspicious, dude. That's a super suspicious game, man. And the only game he lost is a forfeit. Are all of your other games, like, perfect, too? Because if they are, I'm just going to ban you straight away. Looks like against Mad NPC, he didn't really face that much opposition. Mad NPC played badly, but it wasn't really a perfect game. You wouldn't think he would cheat against a 1600, though. Yeah, I'm not liking Power of the New. You're going to need to tell me who you are or you're banned from the stream. That game looks very suspicious. The perfect endgame play, 10 cent upon loss, 1 inaccuracy the whole game. Come on, bro. The weird account in the first place. I mean, so many weird things you do. All the weird games, the submitting games to the stream without being a subscriber, being so secretive about your identity. I don't know where to start. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna rave about it. So Audisto and I haven't played this in a long time. I'm not sure that... I mean, this isn't the way I used to play. I used to play... differently. It's hard. I usually tilt after I lose a game like that. There's no favorite in the candidates, move 11. We should know that by now. Every single time there's a random person that wins a tournament, and you could run the same tournament 10 times and a different player will win it every single time. The entire concept of the candidates is stupid. It's sort of pointless to talk about a favorite. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's no such thing. Just roll a 10-sided dice, you know, and you get a different winner every time. That's why Gukash is like world champion. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. You know, on paper, like in a match or something, maybe Caruana, but not in a Swiss or whatever it is, or one, you know, a round robin. Sorry. No, I don't think we could even talk about favorites. You know, a favorite doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a favorite in one tournament like that. How many candidates tournaments has... Okay, Caruana did win it once, but that was a long time ago. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And I just don't... I don't know, man. Time is not his friend. I don't like the game with Power of the New. I felt like he was using an engine. I didn't suspect it till it was too late. That happens a lot. I thought, okay, he's just playing well and it's a draw, but then he like just dusted me with perfect play. I'll let this king walk right in there. F5 was a blunder, like losing blunder. And he just exploited it perfectly. It's so suspicious, dude. I think we should just ban that account. I have no idea who that is. And I don't really care. They don't talk or give any kind of input in the stream, which makes them suspicious, honestly. That's one of the biggest things that bothers me about the Power of the New account. It's always been completely silent. It doesn't say anything. This weird. You know, you submit games and you don't say a word. Why are you so secretive? Why don't you communicate or say anything, you know? You're not a subscriber. No. We'll have to evaluate. But I think it's ridiculous to talk about, honestly, Move 11. I mean, it's almost like the NFL or something. Favorite. I mean, the bottom line is that we're humans, and luck is a huge factor. Because if Caruana gets sick the day before the candidate starts, you know, he's definitely not the favorite anymore. I think you could say, like, well, he's one of the better players. I don't know, but yeah, it's like anybody can win. It should be a match system, you know. I hate the candidates. You have the same tournament 10 times, you'll get a different winner every time. It seems kind of stupid. You're just like generating a random world champion. I mean, Dignorant shouldn't have been world champion in the first place. Think about it. Like, Magnus created that situation. So Magnus defaults, gives the world championship to someone who doesn't deserve it, and then by default, the winner against him doesn't deserve it. So now we have an undeserving world champion. Nothing wrong with Gukash, he's a great player, but should he necessarily be world champion? I don't really think so, you know. Okay, I mean, Dignorant played Nepomniachtchi. But, still. He didn't really earn the world championship. It's like Karpov getting, you know, Fischer defaulting. Although in Karpov's case, he was the best player in the world. If you take Fischer out of the equation, that's not so clear. At this point, it's not so clear if that's the case. So, yeah, I kind of hate that question. Talking about favorites in such a random event. By the way, like, I'm sorry, I'm out of the loop, but where are they hosting it? Where is the World Championship of Candidates being held? Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan? Or maybe somewhere, you know, like Mongolia? Karpov. It's hard to mess that up. Karpov. That's Hungarian. Karpov. It's really hard to mess up Karpov. I just say it like all the other American players. Did I blunder again? No, I have a plan here. I just don't think it works. Jesus Christ. Alright. This is annoying. My plan... I don't know about my plan. I have a better shot against Aldisto than against the power of the new. We're going to do a deep dive into power of the new. I don't think that Uber driver ever played a 0-0-0-10 kind of game against me. It's definitely not him. Okay, so knight takes e4. What's the problem? You take a pawn. Okay, fine. You win a pawn. I can live with that. I was actually thinking about rook takes e4. I wouldn't mind sacking the exchange. There's a small problem. Rook takes e4, knight takes d4. See, this is when I start doing crazy stuff to be fancy. You know, I don't know why I would want to do that. Problem is, like, he takes on d4 and then this is getting in here. So I might just be screwed. You know, I thought, oh, this has got to be okay. We can try this move. That's what I get for trying to be creative. I get fucked every time. It's unbelievable. Don't try to be creative. In chess, poker, any games. It only leads to problems, see? The minute that you try to be creative, something horrible happens. I try to create something, my opponent just instantly refutes it. He's stronger than me. What do I do now? Knight takes e4. If I'm lucky, I can get a draw. This is so annoying. All because of bishop c5 check. It just kills me in every line. I can't allow it. I'm not sure I can even survive here, but I guess the safest is knight takes e4. I don't know, there's nothing to think about, really. At least there's no bishop c5. So whatever happens, pawn takes pawn. He doesn't really want to give up his light square bishop. I mean, I'll have a lot of draws. I like how 10-year-olds winning the tournament. It's so stupid. There was like 7 players higher rated than him, and he's just like blowing past everyone. He didn't even play anyone. Thank you, Nefnov. Kornikova. I've never said Kornikova in my life. Just want to say that. And you act like Nepomniachtchi is just a standard name. Like every other Russian person on the street is named Nepomniachtchi. You know, that's a totally standard Russian name. It's absolutely standard, you know. Every like third old man in the block apartment, you know, communist block apartments is named Nepomniachtchi. Absolutely standard Russian name. Alright. It's like Mike Smith in Russian. Very standard. And most of them are named Jan. Jan. Another very common Russian name. So pawn takes pawn. Now Nefedov was being nice, but now he's being mean again. What am I going to do about knight f4? I don't want to give him knight e5 with tempo. What the hell am I doing here? I have to be careful. So I'm just down a clear pawn against the... Hello? Down a clear pawn against the Dutch Simon Williams attack. It looks like black played the Albin. And I would never have a lucky tactic or something. What could possibly go wrong for black here? Nothing. Nothing can ever go wrong. Of course not. We need to try to blockade. I wish my king had been on h1 in the first place. I wouldn't have this problem. Everything would be fine. But that stupid bishop c5 ruined my whole plan. He could play d3, huh? Just occurred to me. That's kind of dangerous. But it's true. I can't believe 10-year-old is going to win the tournament. That's not how we pronounce 10-year-old in Russia. I know. We don't say Yarun in Russia. The Russian surname. Uros. Uros. So you're just... Wow. He's allowing me to play knight to g5. It's like a golden opportunity. He's not afraid. You know, I have this. This. He could have just played h6. Maybe he plans on playing rook e8. But at least now I have some play. You know, before I was just like shut down a pawn for nothing. White as toast, you know. I do not feel like the strongest player in this tournament. Phew, this is... Wow. Man, my bishop on b2 just wishes it were here. Damn. What can I do? So what? What am I gonna do? You have 97? This is the best I could possibly hope for. D3. 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 I don't know if it's the best I could hope for. I could probably have done better. Sharapova. I say that every day. You're being mean again. Yeah. You're usually mean, but you were a little bit nice today. Knight f8. Wow. I have to settle for that crap. Mean again. You're always mean. No, I'm just kidding. So what's my plan? Bishop c6. What the hell am I doing? Rook e6. Rook e6. Am I going to get mated? Rook e6, bishop f5. Seriously? That's stupid. Yeah, I mean, this is stupid. I'm getting stupid now. Wow. Rook e6. It doesn't work. Oh my god. Oh my god. Screw it. Wow, and if Aldisto is going to win on time. Wow. Oh! I lost my queen. Okay, good game. Let's check analysis board. Lost again. Black, 7 cent upon loss. I like my opponents in this tournament, dude. Check out Aldis, though. 11 cent upon loss, one inaccuracy. He's like Power of the New. He's right up there with Power of the New. He did make 2 inaccuracies. Well, I had 10 seconds left when I made the losing move. I wanted to play Rook E6. That was actually much better than what happened. I thought you had Bishop F7, and that's stupid. I'm looking at Bishop F7. Are you serious? Alright. I'm warning you. You did donate 5 gift subs, but I don't know what you're trying to do there. Dude, I mean, I'm tilted. What do you think? This guy cheated against me? And now I'm tilted? What do you think's happening? I'm in a groggy state? No. Power of the New used an engine, obviously. You know, I'm not happy. Then I play the next game, and I have this super strong opponent who played almost perfectly, although he's probably not cheating. It's not about being groggy, man. I mean, I don't like when people cheat against me, like Power of the New did, you know? This guy is super suspicious. I'm going to verify, and then I'm going to kick him out of the team. You know, I mean, it's enough. That was just too flawless. But whenever I lose a game like that, I'm very upset the next game. You know, this is, of course... It's not about being groggy. I don't know why you're saying that. I'm not groggy at all. I just like got a cheater, and then I got, oh my god, I have 10 seconds left against a perfect player. What am I going to do? It turns out this doesn't lose. I mean, I can't believe it, you know. D5 doesn't lose. Are you serious? I can play D5? How much time did I actually have here, in fact? I still had 2 minutes left. D5, Bishop C5 check. How the heck is this okay for me? I'm looking at like Bishop D4 and I thought I'm dead. Shockingly, this position is perfectly okay for white. I can't believe my luck. Queen C1. No, I'm just like everyone I play doesn't make a mistake. It's a little frustrating after a while. 14 cent upon loss. Oh good, I lost the mad NPC. It doesn't matter now, sorry. Back to tournament. Anyway, I was out of contention. Good for you, mad NPC. You got a win in there. You got a few games. You got the record, it looks like. But I'm out of commission anyway. 10-year-old wins the tournament. Aldisto's second. Jeroen is third, although he's only won like 3 games. I don't know how that happened. Just as I was on the verge of contention, I got smacked by Power of the New. You don't want to play me. There's only 9 minutes left. There's not even enough game. I mean, there's not enough time for another game, really. Anyway. Unfortunately. 7 plus 5 takes about 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes to play, and we only have 9 minutes left. So 10-year-old, I don't know who 10-year-old played, though. You know, he's playing Shaki now. He got a forfeit win against Power of the New. was very interesting. It's funny how Power the New forfeited against him. And other than that, did he play Aldisto? Oh, Uber Driver. Decided to pull out your other account? That's all. I'm really in the mood for Uber Driver. He's like unbeatable. I'm in the mood for an unbeatable opponent here. Oh shit, I forgot something. Okay. Not my best. Shiny new car. So what happens here? You play like c5. You could play bishop b4. Now what do I do? It's a serious problem. I was thinking this. This is a weird position. I just keep getting messages. Masturbate. We'll check those later. But yeah, c3. Okay. Now what? a4 is weakening. g3, queen b6, bishop g2. Nope. Bishop e3. Yeah, I'm just out of commission. I like how 10-year-old won the tournament, what, undefeated? How am I going to protect my pawn? Oh, yeah. I'll just take with the king. It's fine. Nah. Not my lucky day today. Aldisto is much stronger than me. Power the New goes without saying. It's horrible to get Uber Driver as your last round pairing after you couldn't win a whole game. You couldn't win a game the whole time. I met you uncharacteristically missing the game. I didn't miss the game. You saw what I was doing. I was just in the other window looking at my game for a minute. It's not like I didn't show up. That's happened before. That happens sometimes. Groggy. We should just agree to a draw. I guess now I am a little bit better, but it's not much. Uber Driver loves draws. You know how much he loves draws. A lot. Almost as much as Donald Trump loves money. That's how much Uber Driver loves draws. I'm a big fan of draws as well. So this is kind of weird. Yeah. Very, very prototypical play by Uber Driver. Now, if I was a computer, I would beat him. What do we do, though? I'm not a computer. Shit. So how do I beat him if I'm not a computer? It's a good question. We'll do what Nefedov would do. Just attack things. Maybe, like, c4, rook d1. I lost my will. I lost my will to live here. Damn, you can do knight f5? I lost my will to fight. I mean, pretty much like can't win a single game in a row. Aldisto, Uber driver, Power of the New, Impure King. I shouldn't have even won that. I can't win a single game, you know, except for like Sun Prism who just like blundered a piece or whatever in an equal position. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not in the mood for Uber driver. And he's playing his most computer-like game here. Usually Uber driver will sometimes do this other like bullet kind of trashy chess. But it looks like Uber driver is absolutely trying to play the absolute most solid, theoretically possible, that he can ever play in this game. Like he wants to draw like his life depends on it. Man NPC, do not resign in drawn positions. A lot of strong players didn't do well. Okay, Shaki joined late. Miles didn't do well. Sinus didn't do well. Nefedov has only 3 points. Uber started late. But 10-year-old, like, what did he do? How did he get so many points? Did he not lose a single game? That's another very strange account that I wouldn't expect to be undefeated, but... Do I have takes in C4? No. C4. Nope. Okay. I guess I should watch G5. Watch the highlight reel. Oh well, time's up. It was nice playing you, Uber driver. 10-year-old wins the tournament, Aldisto second, and Duro in third. And hardly anyone else even came close. Impure King with 12. A bunch of people with 11. It was really hard to get points in this tournament because the time control is kind of long for an arena, I guess. C4. This is really a boring position, man. If I play that, you'll play that. Oh my god. Uber driver just makes me want to quit chess. You know, seriously. You just make me want to quit chess. Look at that. Look at that. 0-0-0-9. He manages to play... Like, I'm not good enough at 0 inaccuracy, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 11 cent upon loss. This is my last game opponent after losing 3 in a row. He's playing 0-0-0-9. 97% accuracy. Because that's normal, of course. I try to create something creative. Lembit Ol. It's Lembit Ol to Palov. And that's why Lembit Ol jumped out of a building. He probably got this game. This is earlier in 1992. I played exactly like Ol to Palov. I expected you to trade on F1, but Uber Driver improves on Topalov. He improves on Topalov with his 97% accuracy. Even Topalov played Bishop takes F1, giving Ol like a tiny edge, but not Uber Driver. No. He's played this position a million times, sure. Bishop takes F1, King takes F1, 97, perfect move. F4 was a mistake, apparently. Difficult to know that. And now he's just equal. What a rock. There's nothing you can do against this guy. It's like impossible to beat him. I don't know how in the world I would beat the guy in an over-the-board scenario. But I mean, this is really a brutal tournament. 10-year-old performance. So he lost the last game against Shockey. He lost a game against Aldisto. And then he beat a bunch of lower-rated players. He got a forfeit win against Power of the New. That's kind of unfair, you know. I mean, really, 10-year-old won the tournament because Power of the New forfeited against him. Power of the New forfeited against him, turned around, and then beat me like with what seemed like a computer. And Aldisto deserves to win the tournament. He was like undefeated until the last round. You know, in that game. Well, objectively, I don't know what happened, but he had it in the bag. I guess Aldisto had to risk here. How did he lose to Giachi Chess in the last round? Oh my god. Oh yeah, I saw this position. And Aldisto plays the Philidor too. I thought he was like black or something. Oh my god, this is like a shit show. Wow. Were they both berserking? They're both berserking. Okay. They are both berserking. Look at that game. Wow. Well, there might be some players cheating. I will investigate. But I don't like the game against Power of the New, for sure, that I lost. He's just played too perfectly. He left after that game too. Plays this totally lame opening. Like, ridiculous. Why would any good player play that? You know? It's like you're doing that on purpose. Like, you're doing that on purpose to get one inaccuracy. That's his one inaccuracy. Alright? I just want to show you guys, this is what people do when they're cheaters. So then you look at the game afterwards and you try to report them and like, no, I had an inaccuracy. Like, look at that. It's D takes C on purpose on move 3. He plays a bad move on purpose. And then plays perfectly using an engine, you know, the rest of the game. I thought it was a draw. But I think this guy is very suspicious after this game. Engine number 1 move. Engine number 1 move. Engine number 1 move. Borderline. Borderline. And now we're back in book. Rook C1. He's back to the book. That's also engine number 1 move. He played like a fucking perfect game, dude. B4 is the engine number 1 move. Even George Danner didn't play that. Who's an experienced IM. Yeah, I mean, this game, no. I'm sorry. You're gone. You're gone, dude. You are gone from the team. That game is just too suspicious. Anyway, congratulations to 10-year-old and Aldisto. Aldisto played well. I think he deserved to win. 10-year-old got the forfeit win against the cheater. You know, there was another time... somebody was submitting games for analysis that were like cheating games. Do you guys remember that? I wonder if it was Power of the New. There was this one player who submitted some games, and I was like, oh. Now I can't remember. It was in the recent past, and I was just like, oh yeah, oh, that was a really instructive game, wow. And it was obvious that it was a computer. Like, why are you submitting a game like you cheated using a computer? You know? Anyway, speaking of submitting games, there's no stream on Thursday night. But I've seen enough of Power of the New. Alright, where's our team? No, that game against me was just totally over the top. I mean, I legitimately lose games, but that was, come on. You're obviously cheating. Bishop E3, D takes C5. Give me a break, dude. Manage all members, message all members, settings, kick someone out. Bye-bye. Alright, anyway. So congratulations, 10-year-old. 10-year-old, as far as I know, is not cheating, is legitimate, but quite an impressive performance, and not the first time that I think the 10-year-old has won one of these tournaments. But he didn't have to face anyone. Let's see. Oh, he drew with Power of the New. That's interesting. Well, what's up with this game? One blunder. Yeah, maybe both of them. Yeah, but don't throw it around. I've played a lot of games with 10-year-old. If they're cheating, that's something new, because they definitely weren't cheating in the past. Not to say like people don't start cheating. Everyone starts cheating at some point. But in my experience, 10-year-old has played me a lot of games where I was never thinking he was cheating. So I'm not going to make any accusations against 10-year-old. I think that you're wrong. But Power of the New has always been a very suspicious account since its onset. No, I think that 10-year-old is legit. Till I see anything otherwise, they're legit. So Power of the New here, who cheated against me, doesn't mean he cheats in every game. You know, by the way, people like to cheat against me because I'm the streamer and I'm also a titled player. So maybe they don't want to cheat against other players as much. There's no incentive. There's more incentive to cheat against me. Let's see what happened here. You know, why was everything under control? It was like a mouse slip or something. Queen g6, and now what happened? Queen f4. So Queen f4, like a positional mistake, allowing bishop d3. Black misses it. And here white had less time than black, who is fast. He misses bishop d3, plays a counter blunder, and white makes another mistake. So maybe it's just a question of not having enough time. You know, he's low on time here. That's why Power of the New made mistakes. He was low on time. When he had time, he played like fucking perfectly. Look at this game, dude. He was perfect. Perfect game up until move 29. He literally played a perfect game until move 29. 29 moves were flawless. Down to 53 seconds. Queen f4, missing bishop d3. First mistake. He's down to 18 seconds when he made that move. And then he goes on to like get a winning position again. And what happened? Draw because of time. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't trust anybody. The only thing I know is that I don't trust anybody. 10-year-old is probably legit. Aldisto is legit. Your own is legit. Gia Shaki's legit. Shaki's legit. Impure King, I don't know. You know, I just don't know enough about them. Man NPC, well, he's not, you know, using a computer here. Power of the New, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like that game, you know. I didn't realize he was cheating till the end, for sure. The game against me. The end game. You're like, you know, your sense of danger. My sense of danger was turned off because I thought this was a real game and it would be a draw after rook d4. But he is a tiny bit better. I have to be careful here. And one mistake and you're dead. King f2. f5, game over. I just totally forgot that his king walks in on the white squares. But everything about the game, it's not just the end game. It's like the way he plays the weird move in the beginning that no good player would play. The whole thing is very strange, you know. And look at the other games I played against this guy. They're all weird, you know. All very weird. So anyway, you know, unless they want to claim they're like a master or something. This is a very strange account. So what? Almost got checkmated in that game. What are you talking about, Shaki? Where were you? Shaki? Where are you? Where are you? You finished in 5th place. You only played 4 games. You won all 4. Shaki's cheating. Against 10-year-old? This? Oh shit. You're playing the finish variation? Your hero? But you caught him in a trap. He doesn't know the opening. He's totally screwed. Natural enough, though, for this to happen, see? This is a natural mistake. Where a player doesn't know openings. And now you just, like, didn't kill him. You didn't kill him. You're totally killing him. He almost doesn't have any moves. You just let him off the hook. Now you almost lost. Pokecello. Poke ice lol. Check the Power of the News message on Lead Chess. Oh no. I've never heard of that account. Police lol. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Anyway, congratulations to 10-year-old and Aldous Stoke and Andy Rowan. 3rd place. We'll do more investigations. But there's a lot of things I don't like about that game, bro.